Good evening and welcome to the Heritage TV News. I am Veronica Olabisi Obadara. The Heritage TV News has been produced by Oladeji Ibrahim Daudu. First, the highlights. Dogara thanks supporters for his re-election. Amosun wins Ogun Central senatorial seat. Melaye wins Kogi West senatorial seat. Protesters march into INEC headquarters in Makurdi. Buhari wins Gombe. Atiku wins Enugu. APC clears Senate and Reps seats in Kwara. South African Minister Masuta blames SIU for failure to recover funds from Bosasa. And this year's Oscars reported as the funniest in history. Police dispel rumors of attack on Igbo traders in Oshodi, Lagos, Nigeria, and funeral parlor may sue pastor who claimed to raise man from dead. And now's the news in full. Yakubu Dogara, the incumbent Speaker of the House of Representatives, has issued a victory statement after he secured a return to the House of Representatives. The lawmaker representing Bogoro, that's Tafawa Balewa Federal Constituency, at the House of Representatives, shared a statement on his Twitter handle yesterday. He dedicated his victory to God and members of his constituency, whom he thanked for helping him to break a long-time jinx of the failure of presiding officers of the Senate and House of Representatives to secure re-election. Dogara polled 73,609 votes to defeat Dalhatu Kantana of the All Progressives Congress, APC, for he secured 50,078 votes. The outgoing governor of Ogun State, Ibikunle Amosun, has secured a seat in the National Assembly. He will represent Ogun Central in the Senate on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Amosun's victory was announced today by Professor Ayinde Akombi, the returning officer of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. He secured 88,110 votes to defeat Solomon Sonyaolu of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who polled 33,276 votes. Popular Senator Dino Melaye, representing Kogi West in the National Assembly, has secured a return to the upper house by polling 85,395 votes. Emmanuel Bala, the returning officer for Kogi West Senatorial District, announced Melaye's victory on Monday, having scored the highest number of votes. He contested on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Senator Smart Adeyemi, former national president of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, who was his closest contestant, won 66,901 votes, but Melaye claimed the seat. Melaye has defected, from the All Progressives Congress, APC, to the PDP not too long ago in a very controversial manner. Speaking on his victory, Melaye tweeted, and I quote, "To God alone be the glory forever and ever. Amen. I have just been declared winner of the Kogi West Senatorial District election. God, only you would have done this. Kogi West, I thank you all. I love you all." End of quote. I guess we'll be seeing a lot of dancing and music from Senator Melaye very soon. It took a firm and timely response from armed soldiers to stop two groups of protesters from storming the state headquarters of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, along Jang Road in Makurdi, Benue State on Monday afternoon, shouting "No Akume, no election" and other slogans. Scores of angry youths insisted on storming the collation center within INEC complex, where results were being collated. Another group, which claimed to be members of the PDP, descended on the area, insisting on forceful entry into INEC's office to foreclose the possibility of incumbent Senator George Akume being declared as winner. However, one of those leading the pro-Akume group, Clement Ayoda, alleged that there was a mischievous ploy to deny Akume's re-election. Suswam and Abamoro of PDP have won 2 of the senatorial seats, but they are insisting on truncating Akume's victory so that another PDP member, Orka Jev, can take the seat and fulfill Autumn's boast about retiring Akume from politics. Collation of the presidential results was still ongoing during the protest, and results from 15 local government areas had been declared, while the results of National Assembly elections were being awaited. President Muhammadu Buhari, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has won Gombe State by a landslide victory in Saturday's presidential election. In the results announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Abuja today, Buhari polled 402,961 votes to defeat his opponent, Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who polled 138,481 votes. In another development, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar on Monday won in Enugu State by landslide in all the 17 local government areas. He scored a total of 355,553 votes, with President Muhammadu Buhari in far distance with 54,423 votes. The state collation officer, Professor Joseph Ahaneku, said that the results were carefully collated and observers at the collation hall were satisfied with the job done. Ahaneku, who is also the Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, UNIZIK, Awka, he said that the state had 1,944,016 registered voters, with total accredited voters of 452,765 for the polls proper. He said the total number of valid votes is 421,014, while invalid votes remained 30,049 in the exercise in the state. Candidates of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Kwara State won all the 3 senatorial and 6 House of Representatives seats in the state. The official results of the elections was released by Jacob Anyoda, Head of Department, Voters Education and Publicity, on Monday in Ilorin. The senatorial seat for Kwara Central was won by Yahaya Oloriegbe, who polled 123,808 votes to defeat the incumbent Senate President Bukola Saraki, who got 68,994 votes. Also, the Kwara South seat was clinched by an architect, Lola Ashiru, who got 89,904 votes to unseat the incumbent Senator Rafiu Ibrahim of PDP, who polled 45,176 votes. Umar Suleiman Sodiq became the Senate-elect for Kwara North Senatorial District with 98,170,000 votes to defeat Zachary Mohammed of PDP that polled 33,364 votes. The House of Representatives seat for Ilorin West was won by Alhaji Abdul Yakin Alajagusi with 68,585 votes to 42,068 polled by Abdulrazak Lawal of the PDP. And the Ifelodun, Offa and Oyun Federal Constituency seat was won by Tijani Kayode with 54,401 votes as against 19,400 449 votes, polled by Olerioye Tokwe of PDP. In South Africa, Correctional Services Minister Michael Masutha has blamed the Special Investigating Unit SIU for his department's failure to recover money from Bosasa. The SIU found in 2009 that Department of Correctional Services officials had been bribed for Bosasa to score contracts worth millions. The SIU recommended that civil action be instituted against Bosasa to recover funds related to irregular contracts. Asked why the department had not done so a decade later, Masuta said the SIU recommendation had lacked specifics, leaving them with no choice but to let Bosasa off the hook for a decade. And now the Oscars. The funniest moment at last came at last night's Oscar and was entirely missed by 99% of the audience. Now, Trevor Noah, the popular Trevor Noah, host of The Daily Show, introduced Best Picture nominee Black Panther by absurdly pretending to have known the movie's lead character, T'Challa. He said, and I quote, "Growing up as a young boy in Wakanda, I would see T'Challa flying over our village, and he would remind me of a great Xhosa phrase, Abelungi Abazi Uba Ndi Yakoza, which means in times like these, we are stronger when we fight together than when we try to fight apart." The star-studded crowd roared their approval. Some punched the air. A few wiped away imaginary tears. Others hugged each other. This was exactly the kind of stirring, unifying, inclusive message everyone had been directed to crave at the most politically correct Academy Awards in history. But viewers in South Africa who understood the language reacted rather differently, because what Noah actually said in Xhosa, the Bantu language related to Zulu, was this, and I quote, "White people don't know I'm lying," end of quote, and which was truly ironic because he barely laughs, and he only laughed, just 3 hours during the ceremony. Noah's very clever subliminal prank was so perfectly epitomized what Hollywood has become. It's a place so terrified at laughing at anything or anyone that it's incarcerated itself inside a dark tomb of virtue signaling wokeness. The police command in Lagos State, Nigeria, has dispelled the rumor that some thugs were attacking Igbo traders in Oshodi area of Lagos. According to a statement signed by the State Police Command spokesperson, CSP Chike Oti, the police has intensified patrols and surveillance to allay the fears of members of the public. Attention of the Lagos State Police Command has been drawn to the news on the internet to the effect that a group of boys, popularly called the Area Boys, are attacking Igbo traders at Oshodi and preventing them from opening their shops. The command wishes to debunk the rumor in its entirety, as nothing could be further from the truth. Although the command received distress calls from concerned Nigerians whose apprehensions were understandably heightened by disturbing rumors emanating from some social media platforms, the command swiftly and massively deployed its personnel drawn from various units to Oshodi and environs to assuage the feelings of residents. He further assured Lagos residents of its readiness to decisively deal with any person or group of persons who attempted to breach the public peace. Kings and Queens of South Africa. This is a very interesting news coming from South Africa. The Kings and Queens of South Africa Funeral Services are considering legal action for malicious damage to its image after a pastor supposedly brought a man back to life at the Hallelujah Ministries. The video of Pastor Alf Lukau bringing the supposed dead man back to life during a church service has gone viral on social media. During the service, the coffin with the man's body is removed from a hearse as a crowd of people gathered around it. In the video, a woman who claims to be the man's landlord tells the pastor that the man got sick and started coughing on Friday. They took him to the hospital where he apparently died in her arms. The pastor lays his hands on the man and begins to pray, and a few seconds later, the man sits up in the coffin with his mouth and eyes wide open. The funeral service has said that it was approached by alleged family members of the deceased who informed it that they had encountered a dispute with a different funeral service provider and wanted to use their transport. She said, and I quote, "We did not supply the coffin, neither did we store the deceased at our mortuary, and no paperwork was processed by King's and Queen's Funeral for the dead man. As a funeral service provider, we do not offer services without proper documentation, neither do we repatriate bodies without any paperwork." End of quote. The company said it only offered funeral services, funeral cover, burials, and transport. You have been watching the Heritage TV news. And just before I go, the highlights again. Dogara thanks supporters for his re-election. Amoson wins Ogun Central Senatorial seat. Melaye wins Kogi West Senatorial seat. Protesters march into INEC headquarters in Makurdi. And Buhari wins Gombe by landslide. Atiku also wins Enugu by landslide. The APC clears Senate and Reps seats in Kwara State. South African Minister Masutha blames SIU for failure to recover funds from Bosasa. And this year's Oscar has been reported as the funniest in history. Police dispel rumors of attack on Igbo traders at Oshodi, Lagos, as it has gone viral on social media. And finally, funeral parlor may sue pastor who claimed to raise man from dead. That has been the Heritage TV news tonight. Produced by Oladeji Ibrahim Daudu. I am Veronica Olabisi Obadara. Thank you very much for watching.